Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Amsterdam is set to limit cruise ships. Not only that, they're also cutting river cruises in half in 2026. Also, we have Crystal Cruises is in the news with an operation of getting 2 new ships ordered, as well as they're bringing back something to their ships that a lot of people will be pretty excited about. Carnival Cruise Line has fixed a glitch in their online system for checking in that you may not have even been aware of happening out there. So Amsterdam has now set a limit on cruise ships in 2026 to 100 cruises. Now, currently in 2024, there are 114 ocean cruise visits. So it's not going to affect it too much overall, as many cruise lines are already moving out to a different cruise port or heading to Rotterdam, who still has many openings. When they did this study in Amsterdam, they discovered that Rotterdam has about 40 to 45 openings for cruise ships during the year, which could easily take in the space in the busier city of Amsterdam. And then the cruise lines, of course, would have to bus passengers in, which is more inconvenient for the passengers. Some of them may decide not to do that and just visit Rotterdam instead. And they've also limited river cruises now out of Amsterdam. They voted this in April to have this happen. Well, cutting it in half, which means you're going to see less and less river cruise ships starting and finishing and home porting in Amsterdam as well, which is why you're starting to see them leave from other cities already in the 2025-2026 schedule. Cruise lines have already been adjusting this. When they start hearing the rumors about places starting to limit things, they look for alternatives, and most of the alternatives have already taken place. Now, one big change that's coming is they intend and plan to completely get rid of the city cruise terminal in Amsterdam by 2035. So even though they're limiting it to 100 in 2026, within 9 years after that, they want every cruise ship gone out. Now, they have come out and warned everybody in the city, saying this is going to be a hit financially. This is going to be a hit because we're collecting way less tourist tax. The shops are going to take a hit. The tourist tour boats and hotels, etc., are all going to take hits. The restaurants are going to take hits. The shops are going to take hits. The museums are going to take hits. And we're going to take hits by not taking in this money. Not only that, we're going to get less money from the businesses that the cruise ships hire to bring them supplies and bring them like food and linens and anything that they need, right? All that won't be there anymore. All that money won't be there anymore. And they say that in their next upcoming budget, they will let everybody know just exactly what that cost of having the no cruise ships or limiting cruise ships is going to be. At first, it'll be a trickle. But if they start getting rid of all the cruise ships in that city and moving it out to further places than that, it'll be a deluge in money lost. Speaking of money lost, well, I wouldn't say it's money lost yet, because it looks like it's going to go ahead. The V Odyssey, the residence at sea, that was supposed to set sail last month and then postponed to early June and then postponed to mid-June and then postponed to June 2026. Well, it's still in dry dock. Now, they are looking after passengers. They are putting them up in hotels. They are sending them on holidays down into different areas to keep them occupied while they're waiting for the ship to come out of dry dock and fix the initial problem. Initial problem seemed to be steering with the ship. It is a 30-some-year-old ship, 35 years old already. It has been sent in for refurbishment and everything, but it's still 35 years old, right? How long do cruise ships normally run? And now you're going to run this one for 3.5 years. I expect a few breakdowns along the way as well. Those stories will come in the future. But yep, if the residence people still have not gotten on that ship. Speaking of getting on the ship, did you know Carnival has had a glitch going on their website for check-in? You may not have noticed it. Most people are noticing it when they were trying to log in for a cruise out of a different port than a Florida port. So where a time zone difference is. First off, it says you can the check-in opens up 14 days before your cruise, where you can fill in all your information for your getting on the ship and have a smooth embarkation, etc. Well, you would expect, well, is it midnight when it opens at my house, or is it midnight at the head office in Miami of Carnival, or is it LAX where I'm sailing out of Long Beach? Is it that midnight? Which midnight is it? Well, it's supposed to be midnight in Miami, the head office time zone. It turns out for a few places that are leaving, say, out of Galveston, it wasn't. It came online hours later. And you might say, well, you have 14 days. Is it really that big a deal? Well, for some people it is, because the minute you sign in and log in, you can book your arrival time on embarkation day. And if you want an early embarkation day time, those times obviously are chosen first. People get out of their hotels, they want to get on the ship. They don't want to have to dilly-dally around and figure out what to do till 3 o'clock in the afternoon when they can get on the ship. If they can get on at 10 a.m., they'll get on at 10 a.m. It's much more convenient for them. So those times book up really, really fast. And that's one of the reasons that people want to check in and are sitting there at midnight waiting for that minute hand to hit midnight so they can check in and get reserving those times. Well, there's been a glitch that hasn't allowed them to do it, but they say now that that glitch is now fixed. No matter where you're sailing from, you should be able to log in at midnight Miami time 14 days before your cruise on Carnival. Okay, so that's good news. They got that glitch fixed. Next, another cruise line is up in the news saying that we have ordered more ships. Crystal Cruise Line is ordering 2 new ships, around close to 700 passengers based on double occupancy. Starting in 2028, they should receive their first cruise ship. Again, these are luxury cruise ships coming down the pipe. One thing, though, that they also are doing is, I didn't realize this on those ships, the Crystal Serenity, except for an example, they don't have casinos on those ships, but they just signed a deal with Casino de Monte Carlo, and they are coming back. They're partnering with them, and they will be bringing casinos back to those 2 ships, plus the 2 new ships that they're building. So this Crystal Symphony, the Crystal Serenity, will start getting their casinos. And in fact, well, how are you going to build a casino on a ship that's already built? Well, you got to take something away. On the Crystal Serenity, they will remove the lounge and put the casino into that area. On the Crystal Serenity, they're going to move it into what's called the Bridge Lounge, and then that Bridge Lounge is going to be moved to the library area. And I guess there won't be a library anymore, but I imagine more use will be gotten out of a casino than the library on a cruise ship. Just my guess. Well, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you think this is just a huge growing trend with limiting cruise ships in different areas, and cruise ships are still being ordered left and right, and bigger and bolder, and etc.? Are they ever going to run out of places that they can go? Let the comments down below, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.